So the only use I can see getting out of you is cutting your fucking skin off and turning you into my new fucking wall!
Holy shit!
My legs. Tan, listen, this is about man-spreading. I don't know what traumatic shit you've been through, but leave that out of it.
Why do you always have your legs open? Tan, close your legs.
As a child of my mom telling me to close my legs.
Today, the piece crap that we're going to be looking at is called Anastasia. A Breaking Bad sequel? Without even clicking the play button or reading the description of this project, we can tell that it's a piece of shit.
Remember this? This was YouTube back in 2014. A chaotic mix of gaming clips, meme parodies, prank channels, and commentary videos roasting the weirdest corners of the internet. It was fun, snarky, and for a lot of us growing up, it was addictive. In the early 2010s, YouTube's comedy started shifting from skits and music videos to commentary. The formula was quite simple. Find something cringy, roast it, get views. And it worked. Creators like iDubbbz, Leafius here, and H3H3, I can't pronounce that, I'm Dutch, made it their whole brand to call out these cringy internet users, and the audience couldn't get enough. Most of the time, it was harmless. But when you're a teenager, watching this stuff for hours every day, you start learning what's cool to laugh at, and who's okay to mock. Then came the anti-SJW wave. Around 2015, commentary channels turned their sights to social justice warriors, the overly aggressive, easily offended activists who made everything about politics. The videos they used to showcase them were straight ridiculous. People screaming in lecture halls, melting down over Halloween costumes, or trying to ban words from everyday speech. So the mockery made sense. But it also created a stereotype. Anyone that called themselves a feminist or vegan is overly aggressive, irrational, and overly emotional. And so, we can make fun of them. YouTube's algorithm took this and ran with it. Watch one of these videos and your recommendations page is flooded with them, each one reinforcing the same idea. These people are ruining society. It wasn't a conspiracy, it was just the way the platform worked. Reward content that gets a strong reaction, and feed the viewer more of it. Here's the thing about cultural trends. They're never one-sided. Over time, and the adpocalypse, the anti-SJW wave burned out. Old creators faded, got banned, changed content, and new ones stepped in. Today, mainstream online culture is overwhelmingly left-leaning. The big YouTubers, actors, singers, TikTok influencers, late-night talk shows, they all push progressive talking points, mock conservatives, and frame their own views as the only reasonable ones. The left now isn't the underdog in online culture. They own the stage. And with that cultural power comes something we've seen before. Mockery is still the main currency online, only now it's mostly aimed at the right. Of course, that doesn't mean right-leaning content has vanished. Plenty of Instagram feeds are packed with conservative memes, political reels, and creators pushing a right-wing narrative. We've got entire YouTube channels, podcasts, and TikTok accounts dedicated to countering the left's dominance. But here's the difference. The right might have big voices, but the left still controls the mainstream tone. They set the language, the framing, and the rules of what's acceptable in online spaces and the news. And when it's one-sided control, it shapes how a whole generation talks and thinks. When one side owns the culture, they set the boundaries for what you can say and what you can joke about. For young people growing up in this environment, the lesson is clear. One side is smart, moral, and on the right side of history, the other side is a punchline. Sound familiar? It's the exact same pattern we saw during the anti-SJW era, just flipped. Now, this isn't about left versus right, or being good or being bad. It's about recognizing that when a culture leans too far in one direction, it stops being fair, and it stops being open to debate. We've gone from mocking the left as an internet hobby to the left using that same mockery, backed by institutions, to target the right. And if history's taught us anything, it's that the pendulum will swing again. The question is, how much more polarized will we be by then?